Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I actually installed this whole LEDGlow light kit inside my car. So I got a request from someone and they asked me if I could show how I actually installed this, because this is very difficult stuff and it can be very confusing and you don't want to mess it up. So I thought it was a great idea to take upon this request and show everyone how I actually installed it. Okay, so what you're going to need is the actual kit, obviously. If you want that in your car, you need the kit first. So that comes with this LEDGlow box. This is a control box and it controls the lights and all that. And it has wires coming off of it that connect to these lights. And there's 4 of them. I think you can also get other kits as well, but this is the 4-piece 7-color LEDGlow kit for the inside. And then it has these wires that come off of it. One's black and one's red. I'll explain that later. Okay, so what you're gonna need to do this is you're gonna need one of these like plastic panel removers, and yes, you're gonna have to remove your panels for easy access. It sounds like you're breaking the panels, but you're not, don't worry. You're gonna need a good flashlight. I use some twisty ties and some zip ties and all that, and I'll show you why or what I did. And you're also gonna need wire crimpers. You're gonna need some extra wire, if I can find my extra wire. Yep, well, yeah, you're gonna need some extra wire with it. You may want to use these ground wire connectors as well. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. But they might come in handy. You're going to need heat shrink. You're going to need fuses. 10 volt or 10 amp fuse you're going to need. And you're also going to need a soldering iron. Okay. And you're also going to need wire connectors that can connect to your switch. And if you want the switch, I personally think it's very convenient, so I got the switch. And so you're gonna need wire connectors that connect to the prongs. Okay, so now I went over what you need, and I'm going to show a picture of what this is gonna look like. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how. Well, first of all, you want to remove your panel. You just dig it into the side and just pull it out. You just gotta, from here you can just yank it off. Well, if I can. There we go. So now that's hanging down. Okay. So now for showing how to install it, I'm gonna show you a picture of my setup. Okay, so this square right here is going to be your control box. That's your control box right there. And it has wires coming off of it, 4 wires, and they all connect to the lights. You also have a wire coming off of it, and that's a ground wire attached to a red wire. So a black and a red wire connected. Okay, so now what you need, if you want to do a switch, I did the switch, very convenient, I think. So this is my switch right here. That's my switch into my car, and it has should not, there we go. This is my switch right there. I didn't mean to show it already connected. Okay, because that's not how you connect it. Okay, so what you need to do is, this switch has 3 prongs on it. This one's the negative, or it may vary. Look at the directions, see which prong is ground prong. Okay, so now what you need is your ground wire. So you're gonna need 2 separate grounds for this install. I just cut off a piece of the wire that came with the LEDGlow kit, and I connected it to my car. So inside the car you have just random bolts, in your car, connecting your frame and whatever. And you're gonna need to connect a ground wire to that bolt right to the ground connector, like that. That's one separate one, and that is right in here. I just connected it to this bolt right there, and that wire goes right to the switch. In the switch, the back of the switch looks like this, and it's in that mess of tape. I taped it because I wanted it to stay in. And you're gonna have a wire connector that you crimp the wire to, and it attaches to the prong onto that ground connector. But before you crimp it, you're gonna need your other ground wire. Now that other ground wire comes off of the control box. So that ground wire literally just goes right to the ground on the switch. So here's your ground wire. Connects right to there. So these 2 ground wires, the 2 black ones, are right in the same prong. So you crimp those together onto that prong. So now what you need is your fuse. So what I did, I'll show you what my little thing looks like. Okay, let me just take it out. There we go. Okay. So what I did is, let me get this light back here. Okay, so I have a fuse connector, and my 10 amp fuse is connected into that connector. This did not come with the kit. I had to buy this. So what you need to do, you just rip off, or you cut the wire. This is the fuse. It's a cylinder fuse that came with the kit. So that comes off of this fuse, and you need to solder the wire that came with the connector to the fuse from the light kit. And then you just put heat shrink over it and solder it on. So now what you do, so that fuse connects right into your fuse box. Find a fuse that is not occupied. That is a 10 amp fuse. That's a very important key. Look at your control box diagram that is on your fuse box inside your car, because that will show you which one is a 10 amp, and you have to connect it to that 10 amp. Okay, so mine, oh, tight fit in here. Okay, here we go. So mine is right, where is it? Right there. And you just put that right in. It's just, you just plug that connector right into your 10 amp fuse. Again, make sure it is a 10 amp. Okay. So now for my drawing. Okay. So you have the wire that comes off of the fuse inside the car. So this is the fuse. It's connected into the car, into the fuse box. So what you need to do is take that and use the wire connectors and crimp it onto that prong. So that's what you need for that. That's what you do. And then that red wire that is connected to your control box goes right to the other prong. So here's the red wire. It goes right onto that prong. Or, yeah, that prong. Okay. So now here's that mess again. So the wire with the black heat shrink on it right here, the one that's just chilling there, that is connected to the outside, and that is connected to the fuse inside my car. Yeah, that's connected to the fuse inside my car with that fuse connector. And then your other red wire is the wire which is in the middle of that switch crimped on. That is connected to the control box itself. So again, to recap with the drawing, because I'm not going to take it all apart. So again, I'm just going to go right back over to all of this. Here's your control box. The wires coming off it with the lights, and they glow. Okay, so then the two wires is the wire that this one, I don't have a red marker. I should have brought a red marker. That would have been a good idea, but I'll label it. So that's the red. And this one is the black. And that connects, the black one connects to this connector, the ground connector, onto the switch. And that red one right there connects to one of the prongs that's not the ground prong on the switch. And then you have your fuse, 10 amp. That 10 amp fuse goes right to the prong on the switch. And the fuse also has the fuse that came with the light kit. Okay. So, and then this is the bolt inside your car. Just a random bolt, and the ground wire is connected to that bolt, and it goes right to that switch. And so explaining all of that. Okay. So as you connect all that to the switch, it should come on. And that's pretty much it. So I'll show it inside the car now, as I showed in the diagram. I wanna show everyone how I did this, like, clearly. And if anything in this video is not clear, please comment down the bottom, and I'll be happy to try to figure out what you need help with. That's what I was trying to get to. Okay, so here it is. So that's the control box, red and black wire. Your black wire is the ground, the red wire is right there. So this red wire on the control box goes right through, and it connects to the prongs on the switch. That black wire also goes right to the ground wire, or the ground connector on that switch. And then you had to cut off a little piece of the black wire, or you can just get another wire, that's fine too. And then you hook it to that bolt right there, and that hooks up right to your ground. Okay, so now you needed a fuse connector with the 10 amp fuse, and that is what I showed earlier, and it goes right into the fuse box, and that is connected to this fuse, the cylinder fuse that comes with the lights, and that connects right to the last prong onto your switch. And that's it. So now, if you want to connect it, I just used, or install the lights themselves, I just used twisty ties, tied them up to things inside my car, and voila, they turn on. So again, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and I would be more than happy to answer any of your questions that you have about my whole car or the lights or anything I actually did. I would be more than happy to help you. So if anything confusing in this video, I know it was kind of jumbled together on how to install it, and it is very confusing and difficult, and you really gotta be careful. If you have any questions about my installation video that I just showed you, please comment and I'll be more than happy to help. Okay, so I really hope this video was helpful, and I hope this showed how you install these light kits, and I can't thank you guys enough for watching and subscribing. So have a great day, everyone, and good luck with your LEDGlow. It's an awesome thing to have in your car, and it really makes it stand out. Okay, have a great day, everyone.